Hello, and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. A rather quiet day today, I would say, a rather quiet day. Ethereum is consolidating just below all-time high. The good news is the pullback seems to, or the pullback that has developed or has been developing since yesterday, it looks a bit like a three-wave move down. So let me share with you the roadmap here. I'm here only on the smaller time frame. I discussed the larger time frame in the last video, and it is, to be honest, still relevant because the larger time frame hasn't changed. That's where you really find the more stable roadmap. I think this video here is going to be a little bit more educational because we want to uncover the different microstructures here that we're tracking on the chart, and that can be helpful in identifying the relevant micro support and resistance levels and what really matters. What you can see on this chart is there are a couple of scenarios we're tracking here, right? Both are bullish at the moment because we haven't got any single break of support. And I'm not talking about a weak support area like this one. I'm talking about important support. No important support level is broken. What I mean with that, a key signal line for me would be this previous swing low there from the 20th of August here, the $4,100 level. Yeah, plus minus a few dollars, but it's this area around $4,100. Once we get a decisive break below, I think we have first indication that a more meaningful top has formed. But this will depend on the context a little bit and how it's developing, because technically from an Elliott wave point of view, the real support is down there around $3,374. Yeah, this is really the Elliott wave support. This is really the wave 4 support. We're quite far away from it. So all I'm saying is once we break here into this support zone, that's already the first indication, I think, a top could have formed. And you might think, why is that if the support is down there? Because my view is that the $4,100 level is quite critical. Yeah, or call it 4,050. It's the green line. It's more like an area. It's not one level. It's where we found support here on the 20th of August, 19th of August, and where in 2024 the price found resistance several times, like here in December 2024 or in May 2024. Yeah, so that's more like an area of interest. So now that we've got that out of the way, what are the scenarios? So the first one is, which we definitely need to keep in mind here and keep focusing on, that's the white scenario, right? Where we have an A wave down, a B wave up, and we're now in a C wave down, A, B, C. This A wave bottomed on the 20th of August. We had a 3-wave move up. That's a pretty full 3-wave move. A, B, and the C wave even a 5-wave move. So pretty complete looking B wave bounce. And then the C wave decline could be unfolding right now. And I shared earlier today on Discord our, you could say our resistance area there. This resistance area is currently located between 4,684 and $4,861. Now, interesting is that this, the upper boundary of the Fibonacci resistance area, that's actually, let's say, exactly where the previous all-time high was located, right? So it should provide some good resistance. So I'd say pressure appears downward on a very local level as long as we stay, within those defined resistance parameters below, basically. And so, yeah, we have to consider we might do this here overall in a C wave. And if that's the case, we might just test this area again, the previous swing low. It wouldn't be bearish. It just extends this correction a little bit before going higher. Okay. Now that takes me to the blue scenario, in which I have already a completed wave 4 here on Wednesday the 20th. Okay. And this here might be a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 pullback. And then third wave might actually be unfolding. And then there could be a wave 4 and a wave 5 to 5,800 plus. This is one scenario I'm tracking. Let's call it one variation of that scenario. I don't want to overload the chart, right? But the main takeaway is there is a diagonal pattern that could be unfolding here. If we break out to the upside, this is likely the roadmap we can follow. Now, in this case, ideally, the price doesn't break below 4,345. So the current support zone that you see here, I call it, it's a weak support area. I can actually name it that. It's weak support because, I mean, we're talking here about a wave B in a diagonal. These patterns are unreliable. They also change a lot. I haven't got anything impulsive to the upside here, which even if it's an ending diagonal, it fully supports the idea that we could be starting the last leg up, okay? To confirm this further, I need a break above 4,861, okay? And there is, however, one, you could say, an additional variation of this scenario. Remember, this move up is a three-wave move, so we don't have an impulse up. But I could say maybe, and I'm going to change the color here in a minute, maybe the diagonal pattern unfolds differently. So if we get a deep pullback and then still recover, that's nothing reliable really. But then this could also be a wave 1 in 3 waves. This here is now forming some kind of a wave 2, and then we go higher like that. And the difference is just that it's not 1, 2, A, B, but A, B, C in wave 1. And the pullback is maybe also doing this, and then we go higher. I need, it's just, again, it's a bit educational here. To be honest, orange and blue, I nearly see them as the same. They're not really different too much at the moment. They are two pathways how the price could move higher. In both of these, the price needs to hold above the 20th of August low to keep it valid. There's a micro support area here that we can watch. But overall, I don't see any evidence that we are breaking out yet. But it's possible, okay? So that would be our blue scenario. It could happen from this area. It could happen from this area. Please note, if we go higher and then get a sharp rejection from resistance, then this adds further weight to the idea that this was just a B wave top. Highly probable that this was just a B wave top. What we often get in wave 4 corrections are fake outs. Now, a lot of people got super bullish already. I mean, overall, this is a bullish analysis, but I think at least knowing the Elliott wave structures kept us all grounded because we knew that this could just be a B wave, right? So it's always keeping us grounded. We also know that in wave 4s, you often get fake outs. And we also know that B waves can overshoot. So all of that currently adds weight, further weight to the white scenario so far. That's the update on Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, if you're interested in the membership, feel free to check out the channel page. Here you can get access. You can find out more about the membership. There's a short video that explains it. The recording of our weekly member stream is available. I think I covered 30 or 40 coins yesterday. Every Sunday we do it. You get access to our member-only videos. I covered SUI today for members. A lot of members asked for additional SUI member updates, so you find that there. In addition to that, if you're interested in the, to get access to our Discord server, more updates, learn Elliott Wave, you can check out the Gold membership. It gives you a lot of content for a really, really good price, especially compared to what you find elsewhere. Also, bonus updates for gold and silver and occasional stocks updates as well. So check it out if you're interested. See you over there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.